Hey YouTube, Nova Piper. Don't know if it's going to rain or not. Smoking my Rick Black poker with the green swirly swirl stem. Today I'm smoking some Frankenstein. Felt like some 10 Russians, and I opened up a can and there wasn't enough for a bowl, and I dried the shit out of my tobacco, so if I got another can in there, but it would have been too wet to smoke, and I didn't have the time to dry it. I don't dry it for 15 minutes, I dry it overnight. I leave it out all night. So I threw it in the Frankenstein jar, so this is mostly 10 Russians and a whole bunch of other stuff. There's a fair amount of Oriental leaf in it. Tastes like 10 Russians. Tastes like 10 Russians and Balkan Sicini. Should have put some more Turkish in it. Yeah, I've just been tinkering around the last few days, trying to break my laptop. Put Linux Mint on it, which is Debian based, I believe, or Ubuntu, which is Debian, same thing. Anyway, I got that installed successfully, no problem. But it doesn't like going to sleep or suspended. It would act up when it would wake up again. So fuck it. I said I'm gonna put on a distro that I'm not familiar with. So I grabbed OpenSUSE. So I installed that last night successfully, and then when I went back into Windows, I went and turned on my RAID array for my rapid storage, and when I turned the RAID array on, OpenSUSE won't boot. So I read, and I'm really not that familiar with the distro, so I kind of just said, screw it. I can get them both to work, but then I can't use the solid state drive in Windows. So now I'm downloading Debian. I run Debian on my server, so I'm quite familiar with it. So now I'm going to try to get Debian on here. I'll do that today. And then if I can't get Debian, I'll just put Mint back on. I might screw around a little bit more. See, I want to get the GNOME desktop, GNOME 3. So I might put Ubuntu on it, because that has the Unity desktop, which is basically GNOME 3. So I'm just making an SD drive. I'm making a bootable USB stick now with Debian, so that I can just boot right from it. I like to tinker. I gotta say, a Frankenstein jar from different English tobaccos works pretty good. And if you add throwing in some Turkish leaf in there, that's pretty good. I wouldn't want to put too much Virginia. Oh, there's an Eminal up there. So chipmunks run through the tall weeds and stuff back in the lot, and they're quite noisy, and you can see the leaves moving. But one day I was watching it, and it was a fucking rat. It's funny, I got rid of my pig fucking tenants and the rats went away. They were outside, they weren't in the house, but still, I don't want rats around. This city's got a huge problem with rats. We're a port city, we fucking ships come and go all the time. I guess tomorrow, there's a cargo ship coming in tomorrow. It's going to be the largest ship ever to visit Halifax. I'd like to go check it out, but I wouldn't be able to get a good view of it. Close to 400 meters long, over 1,000, be over 1,000 feet long. We don't have the capabilities of some ports. I think it's like the super wide ones. I don't think we can take them super wide ones. And plus we have two suspension bridges that cross our harbor. And there's another, we have two container piers, one at the mouth of the harbor and then one in the basin. Because the harbor just comes in to what's called the Bedford Basin. It's just a big basin. That's it. It's a dead end. And that's where a lot of ships would kind of sit here and assemble convoys during the wars, World War I, World War II. And the big ships, if they're too tall, they can't get underneath the bridges because we have, like I say, there's two suspension bridges. There's a port, there's a container pier at the entrance of the harbor, and one in the basin. So to get to the one in the basin, you got to go underneath two bridges. Yeah, shit doesn't ain't too bad at all. Yeah, I did my top tobaccos there, and I said, man, I haven't had any 10 Russians in a while. I'm gonna watch it though, man, because it kills me. It's got a kick. I didn't think it was going to be this nice. It was almost looked like it was going to rain. I was on the chat last night in the Boxer. Someone was talking about lung capacity, smoking pipe. I said, what are you talking about? You inhale? And I was surprised. A lot of the guys were like, yeah, I inhale it. I couldn't, not everybody, but I was surprised. Like, holy Jesus, how can... Just a little bit of this goes in my lungs, man. I turn green. Push it out of your nose. Get the flavor. No flavor like this. Can't taste anything. It's when you get a cold and your nose gets congested. That's why you can't taste anything. All your flavor comes out of your nose. There's no way I could inhale it. Frankenstein blend's burning pretty good. So I'll have to see what I got. I'll have to see what's next now. I'll look for, a little bit of, if I don't have enough for a full bowl, I throw it in a jar. And then when there's enough for a bowl, I smoke it. Ain't too bad. So yeah, smoking the Frankenstein. Still trying my hardest to bust my laptop. It's not gonna break. I'm just gonna, I have the potential to lose everything on Windows if I'm not really careful. As long as I can always have different ways I can boot the operating system up. That's, I can get into Windows if I have to, because I got a lot of stuff in there. But went to sleep on me. Went to sleep. Anyway, I'm gonna see if I can break that. You all have a good day. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you.